year, and it was May. Is that what you had? Right? And I actually had the chance to come see the P3 exhibition that went on last year. And it was really inspirational. I even went back and I shared it with my students, some 8th grade students, and as an inspiration. So you're really in for a treat, and it's a great opportunity. One of my passions, I titled it Getting and Giving the Great Outdoors, but I've always felt most comfortable when not at school being outside, whether even sleeping outside. I think at one point when I was younger, in my 20s, I spent equal amount of nights out camping one year that I did actually sleeping in a house. But all that I get from the energy of being outside and the peacefulness also means I feel like I have a responsibility to give. So I'm new to Hong Kong, looking for ways that I might get more involved in some of that, especially with some of the beach cleanup options. So that's something I could see if there was people wanting to kind of go down that road of environmental work. I'd certainly be someone that would actually be curious to learn right by your side and support you. But I've done some interesting projects in the past. I lived in the Dominican Republic at one point, and I noticed they really like to party in the Dominican Republic, which is great. And so we have a lot of parties, but we produce enormous amounts of waste from these parties. Styrofoam cups, plastic cups, and just, overflowing the trash cans, if you can imagine, this pile here, pile there. And we're a bunch of educators, maybe like a staff party that we get together or a potluck. And I thought, gosh, this is such a bad example, all this waste, just because we had some fun. So what we did is we actually bought a party kit. We raised money and all donated, and we had these big buckets. And so whenever we had staff get-togethers, we would use those with reusable plates, reusable cups, reusable cutlery, and it was great. And then you it had extra buckets to set up a dishwashing station, and we taught all the staff kids how to dishwash, and then they would help and run the dishwashing stations. And it was just a little thing like that, but over the course of 2 years, we probably saved, over 100 big bags of styrofoam and plastic cups going into our landfills and possibly our oceans. So it's just those little ideas that you can take and expand and take something that really interests you, that gives to you, and then think, how can you give back to it? So I'm excited, and if anyone has any questions about other outdoor service projects, just come and find me or email me.